In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Today we are going to go through this very sacred, very powerful phrase from the Bible, which Neville talks about a lot. We are going to break it down and understand it, and then put it into practice. This is a super practical video, and this phrase, this verse, which is very sacred, very powerful, is going to make a lot more sense, and you're going to be able to put it into practice. That's what we're doing today. Stick around. I'm going to start this video by saying, if you enjoy this video, which I know that you will because it's going to be super practical, then please make sure you like it, and even better, comment on it, because it really helps with the engagement of these videos. And also I love reading your comments as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you. My name is Hedley. I'm a qualified life coach specializing in the amazing and powerful teachings of the law of assumption, as originally taught by the wonderful Neville and of course his teacher Abdullah. If you would like any support with rescripting, reimagining, re-envisioning a brand new future, or even revising your past, I am available for one-to-one law of assumption coaching. I also have a free 21 days Set Yourself Up with the Ultimate Self-Concept course, which is the ultimate story that you want to be telling, not just for 21 days, but for the rest of your life. And of course, my brand new book, I Am Money. Assume a new story and enjoy more money, which will completely transform your relationship with money and turn it into a beautiful love story. You'll find all of those details in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. But for now, let's get into it. This beautiful, beautiful biblical teaching from the Bible, which Neville references a lot. Today we're going to go over it line by line so it makes sense in today's language. I'm going to put it in today's language because this phrase, this verse in the Bible, which is John chapter 14, I think, verses 1 to 6. I'll have to check that. It is a super powerful teaching, and it kept coming up in my reality, and so I realized it was coming up so that I could fully understand it. And that's where the etymology helps, so we'll go into that. And then what I've also done, which you'll find at the end of this video, is put it into very practical step-by-step terms. There's only 3 steps to this. You're probably already doing it, but this will make a lot more sense. So let's get into it. Let's just go over the phrase again. And it is from John 14, 1 to 6, and this is the King James Version of the Bible. Now, I also just want to point out, we're not doing religion here. This is not religious studies by any stretch. This is a spiritual teaching. The Bible is a metaphysical or a spiritual text, a very sacred text. And what we are doing is we are taking these sacred texts and we're just putting it into today's language so that we can understand it. Because what happens with the religiousness of this, of the text, we lose the meaning, and of course then we lose the lesson, and we lose the instructions that are hidden in these parables, in these symbols, these stories that are told with symbology, because everything evolves, including language. So let's go through this step by step. First of all, the verse is, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. So let's go through it line by line. In my Father's house are many mansions. What does that mean? What is your Father's house? Also keep in mind, this is you speaking to you. This is not somebody else speaking to you. This is you speaking to you. So in my Father's house, which is your Father's house, are many mansions. Your Father's house is imagination. Anything that is related to God, the kingdom of heaven, Lord, Heavenly Father, any of those terms, my Father's house, just means imagination. Of course, to God, anything is possible, or in God, anything is possible. The kingdom of heaven is within you. All of that just means imagination. To the imagination, anything is possible. Your imagination is within you, meaning the kingdom of heaven is within you. So in your imagination are many mansions. What is a mansion? Well, this is where we want to go to the etymology of this word. 14th century, chief residence of a lord. Of course, you are Lord, you are God, meaning imagination in human form. From Old French, stay, permanent abode, house, habitation, home, mansion, state, situation. Mansion just means a state or a station in which you dwell, in which you stay, you remain. In my imagination are many states or conditions. Many just means infinitely numerous. Another word for that is infinite. So in my imagination are infinite states or conditions. Now, what is a state or condition? They are anything: wealth, lack, health, illness, happiness, sadness, joy, disappointment or depression, anxiety, calm, successful, failure. All of those are just states or conditions that we enter into and then experience with our five senses. Also, there's nothing right or wrong with any state or condition. They're just states and conditions available to you to have the experience of. So in your imagination are many states and conditions. 2, if it were not so, I would have told you. This is you speaking to you. You are telling you what is true and how this game works. You're not going to lead yourself astray. So you're not going to lie to yourself. I am the truth. I am the way. This is just you talking to you. You are not lying to yourself. Next line. I go to prepare a place for you. I is awareness. So I go, meaning if you are going somewhere, you are going from somewhere. Where you currently are is your current reality. Where you go is where you go to prepare a place. That means your imagination. So I go from my current reality and I go into imagination where I prepare a place. Prepare, let's have a look at that. Mid-15th century, set, in order, or readiness for a particular end, to make ready beforehand. So you go to the end of that state. So if it's wealth, you would go into wealth and you would prepare a place. Place means dimensional qualities. It has dimensions. So you go to a scene in the state of wealth and you give it a dimensional reality. You give it the dimensional setting. So you would then have to engage your imaginary senses, because how else can you give dimension to something that's in your imagination? You have to engage your imaginary senses. Now this is where it gets interesting, because it says, if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again. If, according to the etymology of if, means on the condition of. So really what that's saying is, on the condition you leave reality and you go into your imagination and you go to the end scene of the state that you're in, whether it's wealth or happiness or success, whatever it is, you go to the end and you give it dimensional qualities. If you do all of that, then I will come again. Now, what does that mean? What that means is I will come back to my reality and I will create a bridge of incidences for your physical self to match up with this imagined self. So I will come again and receive you unto myself. You've set up a version of yourself in imagination. So you've put yourself in the scene, you've given it dimensional qualities to make it real. And then you come back to your current reality where your physical being is, and that imagined self will draw you, your physical self, to that imagined self, so that where I am, there ye may be also. So that's where the unification of your physical self and your imagined self are joined together. They're married up. So where you once were in imagination, you are now in reality. This is what this phrase means. It simply means, in today's language, in my imagination there are many states. I'm telling you the truth. I turn away from reality and I go into my imagination, where I enter into a scene that confirms I'm now in this state, and I make it real by giving it dimensional qualities. Once I have created my new reality in imagination, I then return to my current reality, where I move across a bridge of incidences, events, situations, coincidences, and synchronicities that appear before me and which bring me into unification with my imagined reality, so that where I once was in imagination, I am now in my current reality. So I'm going to put this into very simple steps. Number 1. Choose a mansion, meaning choose a state that you want to experience. It could be anything. It could be health, it could be wealth, it could be success, it could be happiness, it could be security. Number 2, you prepare a place for yourself. What that means is engage a scene that confirms you're in that state. Let's take the state of security. Let's say you will enter into the mansion of security where you want to feel secure. So you would prepare a place for yourself. You prepare a place by going to the end. Envision an end scene of where you are now secure. You know you're secure, you've confirmed you're secure, and then give it dimensional realities. Make that scene real. You do that by engaging your imaginary senses. And then you come back into your current reality and await further instructions. There will be a bridge of incidents that will start to unfold as long as you remain faithful to the state that you have married yourself up with. Super simple, super powerful. These are very sacred teachings, and this is what this means in today's language. I hope it helps. Please go and put it into practice. Don't take anyone's word for any of this. If you want to know more, look up the etymology of these words and find out what are the original meanings of these words, because that will help point you in the direction of the message that is hidden in these beautiful teachings. So go forth and enter into the mansions of your choice. Think about it. What mansion would you like to live in? You can live in all of them, by the way, but in order to do that, you must go and prepare a place for yourself. And if you do that, if you go and prepare a place for yourself, then I will come again, meaning you, as the I am, the creator of your reality, God, imagination, will come back, and there'll be a bridge of incidents, and you won't have to figure out the means of how to get from where you currently are in your current reality to that imagined reality. You just have to show up and take the action that is put in front of you. You cannot know what that action is until you have gone and prepared a place for yourself, and that is when you will come again and receive you unto yourself, and you will pull yourself in the direction of your imagined version of you, living that imagined life until where you are, there you may be also. All right, enjoy. Please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstars of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actors in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. Assume the best for you and assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing and powerful, incredible, magnificent life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you and for me too. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video if you feel inclined. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye.